with our coffee smallholders here actually began with coffee flavor and cherry processing. With AgriTC, an NGO that we established in 2013, and Lasingan, Munir Ubaidi, Iskandar and I started our focus on coffee in this flavor. As our commitment going stronger each day, and as long as we keep working on it, we together can make it for our better Lombok coffee. I'm Liana, co-founder of AgriTC. My journey with our coffee smallholders here actually began with coffee flavor and cherry processing. As a post-harvest biologist, with a little experience in food, wine, and testing, and my priceless chance to study about VCS, volatile compounds, in some tropical fruits, under my 3 months short course of board low velocity programs at USDA ARIs in Wenatchee, that I'm so grateful having Dr. James P. Matthias as my supervision. What I found in coffee flavor and cherry processing here is actually another excellent room to explore. It fits my background nicely. So it's not something new, it's new but not something new. It's more of exciting for sure and certain. What brings my passions to work on coffee, like I mentioned before, is like the flavor and how the cherry processing impacting the flavor itself. That's why with AgriTC, an NGO that we established in 2013, and Lasingan, Munir Ubaidi, Iskandar and I started our focus on coffee in this flavor and cherry processing. It was in early 2020. So struggling with this molding during the processing, cherry processing, we moved forward to initiate conversations with entities or parties to give us like their insights of knowledge for such of this problem. The issue we have in molding during cherry processing brought us to start communication with Coffee Center for Research and Education at Texas A&M University. There I met with Eric and Rodrigo. Their shared knowledge totally beyond our expectations. Very well representative from CCRE, Texas A&M. But as we know, the more we learn, the less we know. Actually, so like we start dealing with another issue from seedlings, nursery, plant disease, and post-harvest handling and storage. So during our intensive discussion and interaction with our coffee farmer here, we ourselves facing a kind of difficulty to deal with situation all by ourselves. So for us, it's time to open a new windows for another collaboration or discussion with global networks. Then I contacted Dr. Irwin Gonzalez from UC Davis Coffee Center, mostly for post-harvest processing on coffee beans and storage. Dealing with these people, like Eric, Rodrigo, and Dr. Irwin Gonzalez, bring us into perspective that you cannot do it by yourself. Like still, yes, you have experience for the processing, for the harvesting, for storaging and everything, but it's like by your empiric experience, right? So we need like a touch of scientific approach here. That's why they give what we need, and still they always open their room for discussions. And moreover, with support from Global Sustainable Future Networks with Dr. Thakur, we learn how to utilize all we have to create a better environment for our coffee quality, from seeds to cup actually. So it's like a system thinking that we have to utilize by ourselves for our sustainable Lombok coffee. So all these parties that we can say our global networks really impacting our works and the way we deal with our situations forward. It's too early to say that we have achievements in our works on coffee. But if I can choose, one of my favorite works recently is our Lasingan AgriCamp 2022. It's like, for us, it's a great momentum to introduce our Lombok coffee globally. Again, having this global network, we are extremely thrilled for having support from CCRE Texas A&M, led by Dr. Roger Norton, UC Davis Coffee Center with Dr. Irwin Gonzalez, the GSFN with Dr. Renu Katakor, and also from Professor Julian Hayes from Massey Universities. So their shared knowledge is like totally amazing in strengthening our mission and vision for our integrated and sustainable Lombok coffee. What I got from my 3-month short course Bordeaux Fellowship programs, especially with Dr. James P. Matthias, strong leaderships and good mentorships are paramount. It's like he pictures himself as a touchable leader, but also he always give valuable advice as a mentor. So being a strong leader and also good mentors is the thing that also giving a shape for what I am now. The way I communicate to people, the way I contribute for my community here, and the way I make global networks with, as I mentioned, CCRE, Texas A&M, UC Davis, and so on. It's none but having him as my role model. Here, AgriTC and Lasingan Coffee, and all our coffee farmers here, I really wanted to say that we are one step closer to achieve our goals. But of course, there's no smooth sailing to go to that point. But we are optimistic that as our commitment going stronger each day, and as long as we keep working on it together, I'm sure that we together can make it for our better Lombok coffee.